Hello, Ian Lines. Welcome to the Options Talk on Product Design. I'm Miss Ahmed speaking. Here you'll find some information which may be useful for you while you're deciding your options. Now, product design is actually within the GCSE DT, or Design Technology. And if you are actually considering doing product design and you are someone who likes drawing or sketching, solving different types of problems, fixing things, taking risks in terms of coming up with ideas, coming up with solutions, testing products. You have lots of ideas and inventions, things that could be made in the future, and you actually like making and creating designs. This course is then definitely for you. Now, the reason why you might want to actually choose product design is because it's actually very much relevant with things that are going on in this generation. So it GCSE offers transferable skills. That means you can use skills across different areas. Even if you don't want to in the future continue with this course, you can actually use skills that you've developed in other subjects or careers. It brings out your creativity. Okay, you can use maths and science if you want to do something STEM related. This is a course that would link very well with maths and science. Plus, you also get to make things. Your main project will actually include a lot of making. Now, in product design, we actually cover core technical principles. We cover things like technology, we cover energy, we cover new materials and developments and material properties. We also have a section called Specialist Technical Principles, which looks at how some of the products that are being made, how they affect the environment. So you look at ecological and social footprint. You also look at where do materials come from, the sources of them, how products are made or materials are made, how they're finished. You also look at something called forces and stresses. Now, you also have a section called Design and Make Principles, which includes investigation and collecting data for your project that you're doing, so carrying out research in that. You also prototype, that means you make models for whatever you're going to make in the end. You look at the steps that actually you have to take to actually make something, and you actually make the product itself. Okay, just some examples of where product design and design technology is relevant. So, coming up with safer, more environmentally friendly solutions, coming up with dealing with issues that people might have. Okay, so for example, this designer's come up with a wheelchair for someone whose wheelchair doesn't fit into car very well, so it's easily transportable. You look at real life situations. You can even consider going into fashion. Okay, so looking at different techniques to do with textiles. Okay, using smart materials to actually produce products that are actually very usable. Okay, but also fun. You can even go into toy design, coming up with fun objects. And also looking at how you can use solar energy or more sustainable energy to produce very relevant products for different areas or different parts of the world. Something that wouldn't be even expensive. So again, looking at real life solutions and problems. Look at using modern materials and how they might be beneficial, especially in this case for protective suits. Okay, looking at Kevlar, which is a bulletproof material. Okay, again, this firefighter probably wouldn't have had such a safe uniform hadn't it been for some designer coming up with an idea and a solution. Would you have been able to travel into space without a designer using the latest technology available to produce breathing apparatus? Looking at how the planet needs different solutions. Okay, how do we harness energy? Again, this links back to design technology and product design. The course itself is assessed through controlled assessment and examined content. That means that 15%, which is controlled assessment, we call it NEA, that is actually your coursework. So you get given a theme, you come up with lots of different ideas, then you will come up with the research that go with it. You have to have a client that you work for, and then you would actually come up with the ideas, and then you would actually go through the processes of make. After selecting one of the ideas, you then make the process of make. You then actually test that product. Okay, so that will be an e-portfolio. Again, it's based on real life situations. And the remaining 50% would actually be exam paper. You have 2 exam papers, or 2 sections to the exam paper. Okay, these are the things that you will also learn. So you're going to learn to come up with creative solutions that will actually benefit people and the planet, as it says. You're going to develop ideas, models, computer-aided design. You're going to develop your skills through that, especially through the actual project that you carry out. You're going to learn how products are actually made in industry, so looking at the processes that go within it, how to work with certain materials to actually show what your design would actually look like, and then also look at how to actually work with 3D printing and making or manufacturing, and with relation to that. In terms of careers, these are just some of the careers that you might consider if you do product design as a GCSE. So if you want to do engineering, you can still do this in the school through product design. We actually cover very similar areas, but just in a slightly different way. You can go into furniture design, you can be entrepreneur, have your own business, you can go into robotics, set design if you want to work in the film industry, architecture, gaming, eco-design, electronics, even go into fashion, as you saw before. Some of the materials are to do with textiles, programming, management of projects, industrial design. Okay, all these link to product design. Product design will give you step into these areas. Now, in terms of some of the behaviors, now you will have to have good time management throughout the course. You will have to have a can-do approach, and you have to be consistent in terms of the quality of work that you produce. Now, if you would like more information, you can actually go to this website, and you can also email me or speak to me. That's Miss Ahmed. And I hope you have a chance to actually look into product design. Okay, thank you.